Welcome back to A Scottish Island a Day, brought to you by bagtownclans.com. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we're taking a trip to the remote and rugged islet of Auskerry. This small island, nestled in the North Sea just south of Stronsay, may be tiny, but it holds centuries of history, culture, and a unique story of resilience. Let's dive into what makes this windswept island such an intriguing part of the Orkney archipelago. Auskerry, known in Old Norse as Austersker, meaning East Skerry, is a flat sandstone island of only about 210 acres, yet despite its small size, it has been a place of human activity for thousands of years. Evidence of early settlement includes a standing stone, a medieval chapel, and remains from the Neolithic, Bronze and Iron Ages. These ancient relics give us clues about the lives of the island's early inhabitants. The standing stone and a burnt mound, an archaeological feature associated with cooking or bathing, show that people lived and thrived here long ago, farming the land and fishing the seas. Fast forward to the 6th century, and we find a community of Christian hermits establishing a monastic site on the island's southern coast. They built a Pictish chapel, later expanded into a 12th century church. Auskerry's isolated location made it a perfect retreat for those seeking solitude and spiritual reflection. Today, the remnants of these early structures are quiet reminders of a rich spiritual past. By the 18th century, Auskerry was home to more practical pursuits. Kelp collection, peat cutting, and sheep farming became the main activities, all while the island remained largely uninhabited. But it wasn't until 1864 that a major change came to Auskerry with the construction of the lighthouse. The Auskerry Lighthouse, designed by the famous Stevenson family of lighthouse engineers, was completed in 1866 to help ships navigate the treacherous waters of the Stronsay Firth. This towering structure stands over 100 feet tall and has watched over the seas for more than a century. For many years, the lighthouse was manned by two families who lived in attached flats. However, after the Second World War, staffing was changed to 3 keepers, and eventually, in 1961, the light was automated, the first lighthouse in Orkney to be so. Although automation marked the end of permanent lighthouse keepers on Auskerry, the island was not abandoned for long. In the 1970s, a family moved to the island and have called it home ever since. The Auskerry family, known for raising a rare flock of North Ronaldsay sheep, have adapted to the island's remote conditions. Living sustainably, they power their home with a combination of wind turbines and solar panels. Their house, originally a simple bothy, has been expanded into a cosy 4-bedroom home. While modern conveniences like mail delivery are sparse, arriving once a month via a fishing boat, the family has thrived in this peaceful, if isolated, environment. One of the most dramatic events in Auskerry's more recent history was the wreck of the SS Hastings County. In June 1926, this British-built steam cargo ship ran aground in thick fog on the island's Hunter's Reef. Fortunately, no lives were lost, but the ship was split in half, scattering wreckage across a wide area. To this day, large parts of the ship, including the propeller shaft and crankshaft, can still be seen on the beach. The wreck, now a haven for marine life, is a poignant reminder of the dangers of Orkney seas. Auskerry's story isn't just about human history. The island is a haven for wildlife and is designated a special protection area due to its importance for seabirds, particularly the Arctic tern and the European storm petrel. In fact, the island is home to about 4.2% of the UK's breeding population of storm petrels. BirdLife International has also designated Auskerry as an important bird area because of its significant seabird populations. Whether it's the birds nesting in its cliffs or seals lounging along the shoreline, Auskerry is full of life. despite its isolation. Interestingly, the island was also involved in World War II. In 1941, 2 bombs were dropped on Auskerry, one of which landed near the lighthouse. Fortunately, no major damage was done, but the event led to the installation of anti-aircraft guns near the lighthouse to protect against further attacks. Auskerry's location in the North Sea made it an important spot for ship convoys, and during both World Wars, ships would pass through the Stronsay Firth on their way to and from Britain. As we look at Auskerry today, it stands as a testament to resilience of both people and nature. Despite its remote location and the challenges of life on a windswept, storm-battered island, Auskerry continues to be a place of beauty, history and quiet strength. Whether you're intrigued by its ancient standing stones, the rugged lighthouse or its role as a wildlife sanctuary, this little islet has a big story to tell. That wraps up today's journey to Auskerry on A Scottish Island a Day. Join us next time as we explore another unique piece of Scotland's island heritage. Until then, I'm Colin MacDonald, signing off. Slan go foil!